Hello. Hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. Hello. 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 It's Monday, Motivational Monday, and you're live with Lorielle New on Google Hangouts and YouTube. You can watch on either channel. If you're watching on YouTube, there's like a minute lag, but I am reading the comments there. And YouTube is just starting now, just now. From when I started, that's how long the lag is. Hello, it's cold and rainy all of a sudden in Los Angeles. Poured yesterday. We had rain storms, rain apocalypse. I know the rest of you had snow, but the weather was a little wacky because it was 80 degrees and so sunny on Thursday for Thanksgiving. I did suntan. I didn't just suntan on Thanksgiving. I suntanned naked. That's how warm it was. I suntanned nothing on. I was in a very private area, so and now, no, I didn't take any pictures of that. And then like by Saturday and Sunday it was cold. It was 80 degrees on Thursday, and by Saturday, Sunday it's dropped down to the 60s and raining. Oh, that's great. That's great, Angie. So let me say hello to everybody. Laura Starr and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Peavy and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Winged Doggy and Redhead and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and House of Dave and Philip and Ryan and Photo and Azure Yusuf and the Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Red Stapler and Photo and N1QOV and Joe Barney. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. Hello. Hi, Philip Lee. Thanks for the cute emoticons. Marcel! Hi, Marcel. Thank you for checking in. What? I actually suntanned naked in the morning before Thanksgiving dinner. That's how awesome my Thanksgiving dinner was. I suntanned for an hour, and then I went out for like 1:30 Thanksgiving lunch. It's the most relaxing, luxurious day ever. But over the weekend, I saw a really good movie. I saw a movie, the new Benedict Cumberbatch film, The Imitation Game. You saw a movie too? Oh, what'd you see, Laura? And it's about, I told you guys that we were planning to go see it. It's about planes, fire, and rescues. Oh, good, Laura. It's about the effort of some code breakers during World War II to break the Enigma code, which was the code that all of the enemy orders and everything on their airwaves was being sent by. And it was supposed to be like the unbreakable code. And the guy, Alan Turing, who actually developed it, who's a kind of a genius, it's basically the first computer ever made. It's basically, he built a machine, this machine that was like, it was the beginning of the computers. And so it was a giant code breaker where they put all the things in and it would go in. But it was basically the first kind of computer ever made, I think. And which is pretty amazing because nobody had ever really. Marcel says not. So, yeah, and it was a very excellent performance by Benedict Cumberbatch, and Keira Knightley's in it, and a whole bunch of other great actors. And but he's awesome. He played a very conflicted character. And David Jones says that yes, they did. They got a Enigma code maker from a sunken U-boat. So they had, which is, think of the Enigma code maker. It was like the German typewriter. Think of it as a typewriter. It was the code machine that they'd use to type out their messages. But every day, the key to the code would change at midnight. So they were constantly changing the code every 24 hours. And there were like 100 million variations of what the code could be. So every day they had 24 hours to try and figure out how to break the code and be able to understand all the messages that were being sent by the enemies. And so they said, well, it's impossible. We need to figure out a machine that will constantly, every day, figure out the code. Wing Doggy says, yes, in World War II, that's right, what was it called? Cloud Talkers? In World War II, American Indians had a code language that the enemy could not crack. But this was a story about this one team's effort in England to break the German Enigma code. And I'm not that I don't really know anything about the actual history of it, but the movie itself is really great. And so I don't know if there were any errors in the historical facts that they presented, or if they left out big chunks of information. But the movie was great, and they did a wonderful job. Angie says she's going to be in LA for about from the 22nd. What was it? 22nd to the beginning of January. To the 5th of January. Oh my God, Angie, are you going to be for a podcast? Maybe. I don't know. I'll just put it out there. Maybe. Will you be up to meeting me in person, talking on camera, and a live interview, or a Willie taped interview for maybe 5 minutes, and then having that interview put up on YouTube so that everyone else can watch it? If you're up to it, that's what we'll do. But only if you're up to it, because you know what? Not everybody wants to be on an interview and then be on camera for everyone to be able to watch. Some people are like shy or whatever. So I don't want to like, but podcast! Angie says she's in! Okay. Oh, and you got your regular Twitter and Facebook back, Angie? Wind Talkers. Thank you, Sam. Sam, it wasn't Cloud Talkers. The American Indian code breakers were called Wind Talkers. I knew it was something like that. Wind Talkers. Yeah, I believe they made a movie about that, too. Hi, Bill Nose. Yeah, but that was our side and our codes. This was a story about the English guys trying to break their code, break the code, the English, MI6 and breaking the code, the Germans and Enigma and the Winston Churchill, and they were getting bombed every night. With their mini pizza. I know. I forgot to take pictures. I forgot to take pictures of food. I seriously, I gotta need to write a note because I keep eating awesome, amazing food and forgetting to take pictures of it. Like Thanksgiving was fabulous, and then I cooked on Saturday, and yes, there were mini pizzas, which I totally forgot to take pictures of, Marcel. Mini pizzas, salad, soup, homemade soup from scratch, homemade vegetable soup from scratch, the kind that takes several hours to make, um, and uh, a uh, a cinnamon butternut squash dish, a uh, uh, coconut cream uh, chayote squash dish, a cauliflower, and a really great sweet and tangy, sweet and sour uh, salmon with vegetables, and then homemade pumpkin pie. No, they did not, Sam. The movie does not show how they got the original Enigma machine. It just starts off where they've um, hired these people who are not military people. They're mathematicians and code breakers, and they say, okay, this. Then they just present it to them and say, this is the code machine that we have. Now we got to figure out how to use it. Am I hungry for pickles and ice cream? No. Bill said Nicolas Cage starred in Wind Talkers. Okay, I never saw that one, but I do remember hearing about it. Um, and that was what I made Saturday night, and it was very good. And then Sunday, I went out for breakfast, and then we watched a movie, and then we went out for lunch. It was pouring rain on Sunday. I had these amazing for lunch. These really delicious shrimp tacos with an avocado sauce. Oh wow, they were so good. No, and I posted pictures. I posted pictures on Facebook and Twitter from Sunday morning before I went out for breakfast. You can see it's very gray and it's drizzling, and then afterwards it started to pour. Sam says there's been a few movies made about the Enigma machine over the years. Yeah, I never knew anything about it. Heard, sorry, I heard voices. It's just somebody out there on their phone. People are like, they walk in circles on their phone, and I'm like, oh, it's like they're right outside my window. So I had a wonderful, wonderful, awesome. My whole weekend was spectacular. Oh, that sounds good, Linda. So how was everybody else's weekend? I'm talking all about myself. How was everybody else? I know a lot of you had snow and winter for Thanksgiving. How are y'all doing? How was your weather? How was your Thanksgiving? I hope everybody had some tasty food. Oh, alert, is this your menu that you had for Thanksgiving? Coconut shrimp and petite sirloin for lunch on Friday. So you saw a movie and then watched The Walking Dead. Well, that sounds good. Sounds like you had a good day. I think food always makes my day better, too. What? David Jones is in Texas, and he said it was 80 degrees yesterday, and then 34 today. A 50-degree drop? What the hell? It's 50 degrees? You went from like summer to winter in one day? That's so schizophrenic. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, you could tell it was cold out. I had on my pictures I posted, I had a sweater and jeans and boots and a jacket. No sunglasses. Wing doggy, oh my goodness. Wing doggy's got a new toy. He's got a drone, and he's still learning how to fly it and get the hang of the commands. He almost killed himself by flying the drone into himself. Well, be careful, Wing Doggy. Good thing that wasn't armed or loaded. Alert had beef. Oh, that sounds good. Well, I don't know if you guys are watching on the news, but it was pretty appalling to see some of the madness of stores and shoppers and people storming the stores to get $100 off a TV or a DVD player or whatever it was that they were mobbing for. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I blame the stores. I blame the stores. Yeah, and there was one guy who actually decided that Friday was a good day to go and kill his ex-girlfriend that he'd been stalking, shoot her at Nordstrom's, and then shoot himself. Yeah, stalker ex-boyfriend, don't let him get a gun permit. But I blame the stores for creating this where you're seeing people getting trampled and fighting over boxes because, first of all, they create these sales that it's like, you know, the sale is only good for a couple hours and they have a limited supply, so they know they've advertised this TV or whatever it is, DVD player or game player for like a very low price. The people that camped out, they know they've got 100 of them, and there's 1,000 people waiting out the door. They know, and they don't have any sort of crowd control or like way to have people come in slowly so that you don't have this mad rush of 1,000 people pushing, because people get trampled and killed and crushed by that. So they just open the door, and all of a sudden there's this mad frenzy. It's really a store's fault for creating this and not managing it and not making it safe. They're creating an unsafe shopping environment. Hi, Thesis. And they should be responsible if somebody gets hurt or killed in these stampedes and fights that break out. Because, you know, like when you see, when they have, for instance, like the iPhone or something that is coming out and people have camped out and they're waiting, there's a mile of people. You don't, they give out numbers and they have a line, an ordered line. There's no one's getting trampled to death. So there is a way to do it so it's not so crazy and people don't die. Or your store people don't die. But or maybe just having an adequate supply of things so that people aren't fighting. And so anyhow, I just think I'm embarrassed for the stores and all those people and our country when you see people like fighting like wild animals over a piece of commercialism. It's silly to fight over something so unimportant. Like, really, you want to like go to the hospital for a TV? Or as Allura says, a pair of panties. Oh yeah, there was a brawl in a Victoria's Secret over some just craziness. Craziness. No, I have not seen that, Linda. Hi, Thesis. So I don't know. Have any of you gone? So here's my question: Has anyone here gone shopping? Did anyone go shopping over this weekend? The whole holiday weekend? I did not go anywhere near any sorts of stores. And you know, frankly, there's so much stuff you can buy on the internet. You barely need to go shopping anymore. Sam says, bah humbug, I need socks and underwear, but won't go shopping until 2 weeks after January. For the next month, Sam will be walking around with holes in his socks and his underwear. I think we should chip in and send Sam some new socks and underwear. I'm going to vote for some fun stuff, too. Colors, crazy prints, interesting fabrics. John said he went to Target on Thursday. On Thursday, it's Thanksgiving! Don't shop on Thanksgiving, John McCain! Marcel says, yeah, I don't want to shop. It's true. And Thesis went to drop a friend off at work on Thanksgiving night. Yeah, none of these stores should be open on Thanksgiving. None of them. Yeah, Friday shopping should start on Friday. Friday. Not Wednesday, not Thursday, Friday. John says, what if they had shoes at 95% off? Okay, John, tell me, what did you end up buying, John McCain, on Thursday night at 95% off? What did you end up buying and how much did it cost? We want to know about your 95% off shoe. I'm sorry, I meant to boycott Walmart, but it was 95% off. But what did you get? I want to know what you got, and how much you got. Wait, but was it 95% off? What was the original price and then the sale price? You got a doll. What about the 95% off shoes, John McCain? That's what drew you in. What about the shoes? 95% off? I actually have not bought I have not gone shopping or oh, John said the shoe is supposed to be for me. Oh, way to suck up, John McCain. All right, I guess we'll have to give you a pass. I have not gone shopping, period, for anything, clothes, shoes, anything, in at least 2 years. I never go shopping. Maybe more. No, I have not. It's been, John McCain, it's been years and years since I shopped for shoes. I don't think I've shopped for shoes for at least 5 years. Maybe more. But I'm lucky because I've been very lucky to get so many shoes for free that I haven't had any need to buy any shoes because so many wonderful designers have sent me awesome shoes for free. So, in fact, those boots I was wearing, those Blackstone boots I was wearing, are so cute. I love Blackstone shoes. So cute. They have the best shoes. They're a little pricey. And Philip, how are your Blackstone shoes holding up? Philip bought a pair. Oh, Sam. Tisa says, I bought someone a diamond ring, but I need her address. Who did you buy a diamond ring for, Tisa? And what size is it? Angie's like, me. Angie wants the ring. Angie and Laura both want the ring. Oh, good, Philip. I'm glad. I love their shoes, and I've found the quality to be really good, and the comfort and the fit. And the longer you wear them, they seem to just get better and better. So I've been very, very happy with them. Very impressed with them. Oh my goodness, it's already past 5:45. Ah, Jesus! So I am just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming to see me because you're awesome! You're awesome! Alright. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. Square shapes and pear shapes, those rocks don't lose their shape, 'cause diamonds are a girl's best friend. Alright, so I am just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming to see me, and I will be back tomorrow at 5:15. Yes, that was from Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, starring Marilyn Monroe, uh, uh, Jane Russell, and uh, Marilyn Monroe, Jane Russell, and who else was in it? And somebody else. Maybe it was Lauren Bacall? No. Can't remember who. There was 3 of them. And that's Marilyn Monroe's one of her big singing numbers, which has been recreated and paid homage to yeah, many times over. Yes, that was I've never claimed to be. I'm not a good singer, but I'm enthusiastic. Marcel. All right, so let me say goodbye to everybody. Laura Starr and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Thesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and and Star Raven. Wait, what do you mean, Sam? Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and LaCram and Marcel and Azure Yusuf and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Thesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Philip and Bill Nouse and Scott Kimmis and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Thesis. No, Jesus, you are a good singer. I would be embarrassed to make you look bad because you're a really good singer. Marcel and John McCain and Wing Doggy and Thesis. Kisses for everybody. I love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I love you all. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Sam will cross my... Maybe.